Hello, my name is Lorna Atkins, and today I will be presenting a campaign concept for Blundstones and how they're built for life. So originally, Blundstones started as Blundstone and Sons in 1870, and there is a deep history in creating boots that are meant to be lived in. They're meant to be worked in. They're meant to just be worn. And after 90 years, the Blundstones founded the iconic number 500 series boots, which are worn by a very diverse group of consumers from the blue collar workers to creatives, and adventurers are in between all of that. Some of our true test of the quality of Blundstones is shown throughout the World Wars, where Blundstones supplied the Australian Army with boots and with Blundstone shoes. And the fact that our shoes and Blundstone shoes were able to support them in the trenches and combat and just the difficult life of the world wars, I feel like further shows just the quality and the durability of our shoes. Our brand, coming from Tasmania, is coming from a land that is considered to be one of the last remaining temperate wilderness areas. So we are incredibly, incredibly focused on responsibility to the environment, to the community, to the sustainability of our brand and of our products. So that means we'll be recycling and maximizing our recycled and recyclable materials while trying to limit to the best of our ability the use of raw materials, of chemicals, and fossil fuels. Our legacy is one that has been defined by over 150 years worth of evolution in this industry, creating shoes that are worn by that diverse group of customers and consumers, and focusing on resilience and quality and comfort of the shoe while maintaining our commitment to that sustainability and tradition we found in Tasmania, all while trying to adapt our shoes to fit as many fashion trends as they can, which they're versatile shoes, so they can be worn in a lot of different situations, making it easier for them to fit into those trends. Our boots are worn worldwide, and they're now sold in over 50 different countries while we stay privately owned. That's a huge legacy to still hold in this current day and age. Our audience, with mainly being will be mainly focused around women and targeting women because our boots, while they were originally considered and designed as unisex, once Blundstones created a line specifically for women, the products started to become 50% of the business globally. 50% of Blundstone's products and business come from their women line, their female line, which just shows the buying power that women have. So our demographics are mainly sitting within the age range of 24 to 35, and a lot of that can come from social media and the power of social media nowadays with the ability to work with trends and to set trends. And since 24 to 35 tend to have their life tends to have a lot more social media than the age groups older than them or like extremely younger than them. we believe that this is a really good spot to kind of sit that in. And then women, females are going to be the genders where is the gender we are going to be focusing on. And then, since one of the main goals with this campaign is to really show how versatile Blundstone boots are, the occupation can be versatile as well. To just further show that Blundstones can be worn anywhere and in any situation. Earlier, I had said something about how Blundstones are sold in now over 50 countries, and most of those ethnicities in those countries kind of surround Australians, Israelis. Israelis play a big role in the Blundstone business, and then American, European, and Canadian. Those tend to be the major hubs for where Blundstone boots are being purchased from. And so Blundstones, while they generally cost around $200, so they're not considered cheap, they are considered to be worth the investment. And we consider them to be worth the investment due to the durability, the lifespan, the comfort, and the versatility in the shoe. And this just makes it easier for the consumer to get a lot more out of the shoe, which would then make it worth the money. Um, I personally own a pair of Blundstones, and they look almost exactly like the day that I bought them a couple of years ago. And I wear them on a almost a daily basis. They go into water, they get they hike, they're in coffee shops, they're all over the place. They're experiencing life just about as much as I am. So I feel like I can personally vouch for the investment that they are. The main campaign concept and the goal with this campaign concept is to really just build upon what we already have, because that's part of the evolution that we have within Blundstone already. We just keep creating and making our shoes better than they were to fit what the consumers need right now. So by our campaign concept being built upon what we already have, it will allow us to, while still reach the audiences we have now, it will also allow us to reach new audiences in different ways and allowing us to further increase our brand globally. We currently have an influencer campaign called #HowIRoam and a brand ambassador program. And while these are specifically within the United States, it has done well. So this would kind of be what we're trying to expand on within the campaign and making it specifically built for TV, allowing us to increase the reach. With our target audience being focused on young women ages 24 to 35, it's important to point out that these young women are not only adventurous, but they're also trying to find their style and they're focusing on their style as well. So it's important to be able to show that in the campaign. So we already know that the customer stories that we have put out before within our social medias has worked well for Blundstone. So allowing us to build loyalty and trust, it's using customers' stories that further show the potential customers that there's value in our shoe. And it allows us for the customer base to feel like they're connected because you have these stories that have already worked. Our video in general will be showing different aspects of life that a consumer can participate in a pair of Blundstones, from hiking to coffee dates and formal outfits to taking the dog out on a quick walk. Overall showing that Blundstones can fit into every aspect of life that of the wearer. Moving into the story, our story, um, the pictures will mainly show the visuals that we're going for overall. And the music that will kind of be playing is a Bon Iver wash kind of situation, very mellow to kind of fit the just the daily life feel and make it easy going. So I will go ahead and start with the voiceovers. The early morning sounds that quickly become routine, getting you out the door to start the day, even before the sun comes up. So while the last photo shows a woman in high heels getting into a car, these would obviously be a pair of Flintstones and it would be dark. Hearing every good morning because Blundstones are shoes that shape the day. No matter where, no matter when, letting you see the sights and getting you to the comfort of home. Taking you everywhere because Blundstones are built for life. The goal of this story is to be following one character around throughout their day, showing different aspects of their day and how Blundstones fit into every single one of them. And in this video, this character is a coach. So she has both an outdoor-based job while also having an indoor-based job to just further show the versatility of Blundstone boots. And which is why we see and we start the video off early in the morning. She's waking up at 4:30 every day and just needs shoes that go with anything and are easy to slip on and comfortable. Something that can help her get her out a little bit quicker. Part of the fun part of her job is that she gets to drive an ATV to get launches into the water, which will show that Blundstones, they can touch water and they can do well in water because they're durable. And then they're also able to just be worn in the office as a comfortable pair of shoes that aren't too restricting and something that are just easy to move in and just almost a pair of shoes that you kind of forget are there. Taking her throughout the day and allowing her to finish her day on a hike because Blundstones can be hiked in, and just getting her back home after a long, tiring day, making it easy to get off and just almost get right in bed at that point. So that is the story that we're mainly trying to follow with this campaign. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Here are the references. I hope you have a great rest of your day.